friends. How's everyone's week so far? It feels actually so nice to be here on a Thursday. Love our Thursday streams. You brought Rando some chili and cornbread yesterday?
What?
I saw, so I went back and watched his VOD and I saw you talking about that chili and cornbread and I was like, I could go for some of that right now. The chicken into the stock pot, get that going, because yeah, as we butcher everything, we're just gonna do a mix of chicken and pork bone broth because I really like how that tastes together. Just adds that little extra something. You're getting the meat sweats. Fill up the big pot, and like this probably still won't be big enough. Just looking at the, well, I guess we won't have all of the pork bones going in, so that's okay. So yeah, whenever I'm butchering chicken, pork, beef, etc., even fish, like certain fish are good to make stock out of, I always keep the carcasses so that we can make broth or stock after. It's so much more nutritious than like buying the mixes from the store. And then you also save a ton of money when you buy like whole chickens and do it yourself. So that's how you can also make more stuff out of that. So you save even more money getting your own broth. And I'm gonna keep this hotel pen because I think it's gonna come in handy for us. American woman. Thank you for the follow. Okay, next step. I'm just going to fill up a measuring cup with cold water and start putting that over top of the chicken bones, and we'll slowly bring that up. You always start your stocks or broths with cold water to keep it really nice and clear. And then slowly the impurities will come out, and that's what we call, when you get that little foamy on top, that's like floating, that's the scum. So we always skim the scum off because those are the impurities that start to cook out over time. And that's how you keep a really nice clear broth. Making it yourself is way easier. And like, you can buy bones in the store. Sometimes you have to ask the butcher and they have it in the freezer in the back. But yeah, you can definitely find them in the store. And they're really cheap. Really, really cheap. Because like I said, it's just a discard item. All you do is mix it with water. I will say, like, some of the broths that I've made, I've given to Doggo. She loves it. What do I call it? Meat water. She gets so excited. 11 inches wide, 22 inches long is a brisket. Yeah, come and get your meat water. And then it's usually like kind of gelatinous, right? Because of all this stuff from the bone, so she has to kind of like sop it up really slowly. Super cute. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that on. Let's just do a medium heat, and then we'll kind of just keep adding stuff into there as we go. So big one is a scimitar. And then our other knife, we're just kind of going over our utensils that we're gonna need. It's good timing that we're just starting the stream. This is the boning knife that I like to use. It is Victorinox, both of these are, and they're super inexpensive if you want to pick them up for yourself. They are linked in my blacksmith. If you hover over my stream, there should be a little Amazon smile that pops up. Or you can find them at your local little knife dealer, I guess. My boning knife I like in particular because it has a flexible blade. So I really like that, and it's great for really anything. Fish, chicken, pork, beef. It's very versatile, whereas this one that Sam was using earlier, this is a shun. It is not flexible like at all. If you guys can see that. Also, the blade is a lot thicker. Or being a little bit more sustainable. So here is this, and well, I was gonna say this is my first time kind of butchering this, but it's not. I guess it's the first time today of me butchering this cut in the style that we're gonna go with. So that's a little bit different. So even I'm gonna learn new stuff today. Whereas last time we kind of just prepped it to roast whole on the grill, and that was really effortless. But yeah, this is some fresh stuff. Like the fact, okay, so here's a really good thing to show. I'm not gonna keep saying that this is gonna be like graphic or anything, because the whole stream's gonna be graphic if you can't handle like raw meat. But like seeing this gelatinous stuff coming out of the spine bone, like that's what makes your stock and everything gelatinous. But it's crazy, you don't usually see it like that. Good stuff. That Shen boning knife is crap. Box it and send it to you. Take care of it. Yeah, Sam one day is like, where's my boning knife? I would get in so heck. Okay, so this cut, if we can look at it, there's ribs in it. So this is basically from the side of the pig. And we're gonna be able to cut off this really nice rack of ribs. It's almost like split here for us already, which is perfect. So I really appreciate the butcher, whoever did that, because otherwise the spine bone is a little bit tough to get through. So yeah, we're gonna take off this rack of ribs. We'll leave like a good amount of meat on it, I think, and like get it nice and thick. This right here on the back side is the tenderloin. It's pretty small on this one, but still, it's usable. So that's another cut we'll get. And then obviously this side, I think, is where we're gonna keep this nice and whole. Roast up tomorrow on the Traeger. I think we'll do it over hickory wood and serve it up with our lentil plate. And then the rest of this will probably be sliced because it'll be like a little eye into jerky. I guess. So this part, you guys can see now what I was like trying to work around. There's like that little nubby, right? So that's a tough one. This piece is what we're going to roast up whole tomorrow on the Traeger for our people. Should I leave the tenderloin on, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave the tenderloin on. The ribbies are sticking out just a touch, but it is almost coming up, and we can see a little bit of the scum forming, the like gray colored bubbles that start to float. So we have our pitcher here, a little bit more cold water. That'll be happy. Yes, everyone loves Canadians. Son, that sounds amazing. Wait, is it okay if I ask where you live? I'm like very jealous right now because we've had like 3 days already of just grayness.